Leo Tolstoy, an introduction. Leo Tolstoy was born in 1828 in the Russian province of Tula to a wealthy noble family. As a child, he had private tutors, but he showed little interest in any formal education. When he went to the University of Kazan in 1843 to study Oriental languages and law, he left without completing his courses. Life now was relaxed and idle, but with some writing also taking place. Gambling debts forced an abrupt change of path, and he joined the army to fight in the Crimean War. He was commended for his bravery and promoted, but was appalled at the brutality and loss of life. He recorded these and other earlier experiences in his diaries, which form the basis of several of his works. In 1852, Childhood was published, to immediate success, and was followed by Boyhood and Youth. His experience in the army and the horrors he witnessed resulted in the Cossacks in 1862 and the trilogy Sevastopol Tales. After the war, he travelled around Europe, visiting London and Paris and meeting such luminaries as Victor Hugo and Charles Darwin. It was now that Tolstoy began his masterpiece, War and Peace. Published in 1869, it was an epic work that changed literature. He quickly followed this with Anna Karenina. These successes made Tolstoy rich and helped him accomplish many of his dreams, but also brought problems as he grappled with his faith and the lot of the oppressed poor. His revolutionary views became so popular that the authorities now kept him under surveillance. He led a life of asceticism and vegetarianism and put his socialist ideals into practice by establishing numerous schools for the poor and food programs. He also believed in giving away his wealth, which caused much discord with his wife. His writing continued to bring forth classics, such as The Death of Ivan Ilyich, and many brilliant and incisive short stories, such as How Much Land Does a Man Need? In 1901, Tolstoy was excommunicated from the church and controversially deselected for the Nobel Prize for Literature. Whilst undertaking a pilgrimage by train in October 1910 with his daughter Alexandra, he caught pneumonia in the nearby town of Ostropova. Leo Tolstoy died on the 9th of November 1910. He was 82. In this much acclaimed short story, Tolstoy's characters are engulfed by a huge snowstorm, which descends upon them and puts the successful conclusion of their journey into perilous doubt.
The Snowstorm by Leo Tolstoy, in a translation by R. Nesbit Bain. 1. At 7 o'clock in the evening, after drinking tea, I departed from a post station, the name of which I don't remember, but I recollect it was somewhere in the military district of the Don, near Novocherkassk. It was already dark when, wrapped in my furs, I sat down with Alec in the sledge. In the shelter of the post station it seemed warm and still. Although there was no snow above us, not a single tiny star was visible above our heads, and the sky appeared to be extraordinarily low and black in comparison with the pure snowy plain stretching out before us. We had scarce passed the dark figures of the mills, one of which was clumsily waving one of its huge wings, and got clear of the station, when I observed that the road was heavier and more obstructed, and the wind began to blow upon my left side more violently, and beat upon the flank, tail, and mane of the horse, and regularly rise and carry away the snow torn up by the curved shafts of the sledge and the hoofs of the horses. The little sledge bell began to be silent. A current of cold air began to flow from some opening into my sleeve and down my back, and the advice of the inspector not to go at all, lest I should wander about the whole night and be frozen to death on the road, at once occurred to me. "Haven't we lost our way?" I said to the driver, and receiving no answer, I repeated the question in a still plainer form.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?